What's going on?
That sounds like a monster.
That's one of Gloomieta's pets.
Gloomieta?
Arietta, the God General Arietta the Wild.
Okay, I get it. Stop touching me.
It flew from the direction of the harbor. Let's go.
I'm sure you're enjoying yourself, Guy, but we'd best be going.
Get her away from me.
Oh.
Arietta, who gave you permission to do this?
I knew it was you, Gloomieta. Stop causing trouble for people.
You all?
I am not gloomy. You're mean, Anis.
What happened here?
Arietta unleashed her monsters on the ship.
Commandant, I'm sorry. Ash asked me to.
Ash?
I have to take away the engineer who can repair the ship. If you want him back, Luke and Ion have to come to Coral Castle. If they don't come, they'll kill him.
Van, how's the ship?
Out of commission, I'm afraid. With our engineer kidnapped, we'll have to wait for the training ship to return.
What's this Coral Castle that Arietta mentioned?
It's Duke Fabra's vacation home. I heard he abandoned it when the front line of the previous war drew near.
Huh, really?
Luke, come on. Coral Castle is where they found you when you were kidnapped 7 years ago.
I told you I don't remember anything from back then. Maybe I'll remember something if I go there.
There's no need for you to go. Wait for the training ship to return to port. I'll deal with Arietta myself.
But that means we'll be ignoring Arietta's demands.
Isn't preventing war what's important right now? Luke, take Phone Master Ion and return to the border. There's nothing here but simple rest facilities. I'll remain here and put a stop to Arietta.
Yes, sir.
Phone Master Ion, please wait!
What business do you have with the Phone Master?
The man Arietta the Wild kidnapped is our maintenance chief. Please, Phone Master, you have to save the chief.
The chief faithfully upholds the score. He's a devout follower of the Order of Lorelei. He was relieved when this year's birth score stated that calamity would be avoided.
Please!
All right.
Are you sure?
Arietta told me to come.
I agree with Ion.
And you called me soft.
If we abandon one the scores foretold will be saved from calamity, we will be ignoring the score. That would go against Julia's teachings, and...
And?
Never mind.
It is true that the score should be upheld.
I think we should go to Coral Castle, too.
If you're going to Coral Castle, I'll go with you. There's something there I'd like to investigate.
Arietta's female, you know.
Don't remind me.
Are you going too, Master?
No way am I going. Even Master Van said we didn't have to.
Arietta said for you to come as well.
Please don't abandon the chief. He has a family in Batical.
All right, I'll go. Are you happy now? Why do I have to bother with this?
Thank you so much.
Coral Castle is southeast of here, along the coast. Please, take care.
Well, you heard him. Shall we be going?
I thought you were against going to Coral Castle.
Nope. Either way's fine by me.
What the... I don't get you at all. This is the place they found me in? It's falling apart. It looks haunted.
Does it bring back any memories? Like from when you were kidnapped?
You can't remember anything from your childhood, can you, Luke?
Well, my memories really only start from the point I got back to the manor 7 years ago.
That's so sad. I'll help you get your memory back.
Something's not right. No one's lived here for ages, but there are signs of recent activity.
Monsters. I can feel them.
The chief engineer must be inside. Let's take a look.
So this was our vacation home, huh?
Luke, don't stray too far from the group.
I know. Shut up already.
Luke!
Luke, behind you!
Huh?
Man, we're all messed up.
Whose fault is that?
The abyss. I'm not good at holding back.
That's why I told you to keep close.
Because you were careless, our formation was broken, and we didn't have time to prepare for battle. I hope you learned your lesson.
Shut up! How was I supposed to know that? And what the hell was that thing anyway?
It's a phone tech doll designed to eliminate intruders. This is a relatively recent model, though it looks like it has seen better days.
Oh, Luke, I was so scared.
With monsters like that around, you've got to pay attention.
Okay, I'll be careful. Jeez, enough.
Let's go! Take
No way! Dual
energy blast! Take this! Shall we be on our way?
Let's go!
Here! Take this! Here!
Guess you're done.
Take this! Energy blast! We're done here. These guys are wimps.
They'll still beat you if your guard's down.
These guys are wimps.
They'll still beat you if your guard's down.
Here! How do you like this? Blast! Take this!
Guess you're done.
Get out of my face!
Don't get sloppy.
Here!
You can't win!
Mighty explosion.
You can't win!
Have a strike!
No! Forward pivot!
Mighty explosion. Strike. Energy blast.
Oh, Melody beckoning towards the abyss.
Have a strike! Who's next?
Nothing personal.
This looks like fun.
I won't allow carelessness.
Try the gale of the spirit of the earth.
No way!
Who's next? Take this! Who's next? We're done here.
Enemies!
Take this! Who's next?
Can't win!
Farewell. Shall we?
Melody beckoning towards
Take this! See ya!
Don't go overboard.
See ya! Just stay dead. These guys are wimps.
Don't get cocky.
See ya!
This looks like fun.
That's right. Take this! Take this!
Of the earth.
Take this! Who's next? Have a strike! Have a strike! Have a strike!
Gale of the
Have a
spirit of the
strike!
earth.
I just keep getting better. guys are wimps.
They'll still beat you if your guard's down.
Go away! Take this! Splash!
Don't go overboard. That was acceptable.
So you want to fight?
Oh, healing power. First aid!
Splash! Gale up the spirit of the earth.
Don't go overboard.
Just stay dead. What the hell? What's this weird machine doing in our vacation home?
Is this?
Colonel, do you know what it is?
No, I can't be sure. And even if I were,
What? Has it got something to do with me?
I can't be certain yet. Give me a little more time to think about it.
I think this is the first time I've ever heard you sound nervous about something. There's something I'm concerned about as well. If what's troubling you is related to Luke's kidnapping.
Get away!
What?
That was more than just a startled reaction. What's wrong?
I'm sorry. My body just reacted. Sorry about that, Annis. Are you all right?
Yeah. Did something happen? That didn't look like a mere aversion to females.
I'm sorry, I really don't know. I wasn't like this as a kid. But there's a part of my memory that's completely missing. The cause may lie there.
Your memory is messed up too?
I don't think it's the same thing. I'm only missing the memory from a single moment.
How do you know it's just one moment?
I know. The only thing that's missing is the memory of when my family died. Enough about me. I want to hear what's on your mind, Colonel.
Just as you'd rather not talk about your past, there are some things I wish not to talk about as well.
Enemies!
Take this! That's your best?
Prepare yourself.
Guess you're done.
Who's next? Take this! You're weak.
You're a hack.
You're whack.
There's one.
Luke, let's follow it. I'm going too.
Wait, please don't hurt Arietta.
Wait, it could be a trap.
My, there they go. Impetuous little things, aren't they?
They really could stand to use their heads a little.
Oh, I covered Ion. Sorry, Luke. Ow! Not funny, Arietta. That hurt. You hurt me first. You took Ion away from me.
Arietta, that's not true. It wasn't anything like that. The reason you were distanced from the Phone Master Guardians was...
Luke!
Honestly, if only he'd be a little more careful.
Oh, no!
Dist is involved in this too? Oh, brother.
Oh, what are we going to do now?
Tyr, did you say something?
No, it's nothing. Let's hurry up and rescue Luke and the Chief.
It's my fault. Oh, I can't believe I let this happen. That stupid Arietta.
Now, calm down. If they're going to this much trouble, I doubt they intend to take his life. And the one they really want, Ion, is still with us.
Ah, I see. Even the phonon frequency is the same. This is a perfect creation.
That's not important. We have to erase the data before they come back.
If the data here is that important, you shouldn't have had Ash use Coral Castle in the first place.
That idiot came here on his own. We'll have to have Van punish him later. Oh, look. This idiot here is finally coming around.
No matter. I've already opened his synchronized phone slots. I'll be going now. I can't wait to analyze this data.
What the hell did you do to me?
I see no reason to answer that question. No!
What? You?
Guy, what is it?
Damn it, they're here! This was an unauthorized mission. It's too bad I can't kill you myself, but I'll leave it in Arietta's capable hands. She's on the roof with the hostage. Hope you enjoyed our little game.
What the hell was all that?
What is it, Guy?
Oh, nothing. I got hold of a strange phone disc, so I was just wondering what it was.
Let's have Jade look into it later.
Are you okay, Luke? What in the world did they want to kidnap you for?
How should I know? Why the hell does this stuff always happen to me?
It's Arietta's fault. She's going to pay for this.
She's on the roof, right? I hate running around like this, but we have no choice. Let's go.
Prepare!
Take this!
O maddening gale of the spirits of the earth.
Who's next? Take this! Take this!
O maddening gale of the spirits of the earth.
The difference is so obvious.
I'm not falling for that again.
Luke, you're amazing.
Not bad for you.
Oh, give it a rest.
You shot fire at my friend. I'm really gonna make you pay now.
Shut up already. You've caused enough trouble, you little brat.
I don't care. I'm going to kill you all and take back Ion. You killed Mommy. Now you die. No, you... Cut it out. Annis, hand over Ion. Shut up, shut up, shut up!
You shut up!
I really don't want to do this.
Don't let her get to you.
She might look like a child, but don't discount her ability to use monsters. Perhaps we should have killed them.
Feel better?
Don't use so many items.
No way. Don't neglect the enemy opponent.
I'll get him next time. This isn't good.
Violent torrent.
Hold clear of death. Defective works. Blaze.
First aid!
Feel better?
No way.
First aid!
Don't use so many items.
Oh, man,
First aid!
Obatni Gala of the Spirit of the Earth. The Magmite! I knew letting her live would come back to haunt us.
Wait, I'll take Arietta back for an inquiry before the Order of Lorelei. So please, don't take her life.
Yes, that would be best.
Master,
There was no word of the phone master's arrival in Kaitsur, so I came here just in case.
I'm sorry, Van.
There's no point in dwelling on what's already been done. I'll take Arietta into my custody. Is that all right with you?
Yes, please do, and please treat her wounds.
How do you plan to explain her crimes to His Majesty and the military?
We will follow proper order procedure, punish her, and issue a report. That's how lawful society operates.
I have soldiers and a coach from Count Almandine, the Kaitsur commander. I'll escort the maintenance chief home as well. What will you do, Ion? I'd prefer you to come with me, but...
It seems some of us are interested in this castle, but...
I want to walk back. Once we get on the ship, we'll be back in Batical in no time anyway, right?
Well, the route does have us stopping in Kesidonia along the way.
It sounds like we'd prefer to walk, so we'll catch up to you later.
Understood. Please take care.
You're dead! Void is heaven! Penguin heaven!
Don't go overboard.
We're done here. I'll destroy you! Take this! Penguin heaven! Splash! Take this! See ya!
Don't go overboard.
Excellent! Leave it to me. See ya! Guess that does it. These guys are wimps.
Don't get cocky.
Take this! Penguin heaven! Who's next? Take this!
You can't win! The difference is so obvious.
We've been waiting for you. You have our deepest gratitude for rescuing the Chief.
It was no walk in the park, that's for sure.
Luke was so heroic.
Was I really that good?
Except for the getting kidnapped part.
Shut up.
Oracle Knights Commandant Dorian General Van Grants gave me a message for you. Dorian General Grants is currently meeting with Lieutenant General Almondine, commander of the Kaitsur area. He would like you to come to the meeting hall later, at your convenience. As for the ship, repairs are proceeding smoothly.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you. I'll get back to the repairs now.
Where do they hold meetings?
There should be a guest room down by the port.
Okay, let's go check it out later.
Ah, Luke, it's good to see you again. You don't remember me? I visited your mansion in Batikul once when you were young. I'm Almondine.
Sorry, don't remember you.
Oh well, you were still a small boy at the time.
Phone Master, I've informed Count Almondine about the incident with Arietta.
Please forgive my servant's mistakes.
I hope I can expect Doth to deal with the matter in good faith.
Say, could you send a message to my father?
A message? If we use a carrier pigeon, I believe we could get a message there before you arrive. But...
That's fine. Tell him I'm bringing Phone Master Ion and Colonel Jade Curtis of Malkuth, and that...
Luke, your lack of prudence is truly astounding.
Colonel Curtis? You mean to say this is Jade the Necromancer?
That's correct. My deepest apologies for not introducing myself. I carry a letter of peace on behalf of His Majesty, Peony IX, Emperor of Malkuth.
Your entourage is smaller than I would expect.
We've suffered a great deal of interference. I hope you can forgive us.
These guys saved me. Put in a good word for them.
All right. I'll send a carrier pigeon to the mainland at once. The ship will be ready to leave by tomorrow, so please, get some rest here in port tonight.
Thank you.
Not again.
Awaken. Hurry. Heed my voice.
Ow!
Master Luke, Dorian General Grants wishes to see you. He asks that you wait on the deck.
Master Van? Okay.
Do you remember when the two of us first met, Luke?
I told you I don't remember any of that. That was before I was kidnapped.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, you're completely different.
Huh?
I'm just glad you're you.
What would you do if you weren't really you?
Huh? What are you talking about?
Never mind. It was a stupid question. Forget I said anything.
I hope what's happened won't incur King Ingebert's disfavor and cause negotiations to fall through.
Don't worry, I'll explain everything to my uncle. I'll ask Father and Mother to help too.
That's right. Your mother is His Majesty's younger sister.
Yep, so relax.
Can I ask you a weird question?
What?
What do you think of Tyr?
She's annoying.
That's not very nice. But I guess that means I still have a chance, so I'm kinda happy. I love you, Luke.
Don't say weird stuff like that.
You're so cute, Luke.
So you weren't actually a true seventh phonist after all.
I remember you talking about seventh phonists before. What does that mean anyway?
Didn't your tutors teach you?
How should I know? I don't remember.
But you lost your memory 7 years ago, right? Haven't you studied since then?
I had a lot of other things I had to learn, like my parents' faces.
All matter contains phonons, basic particles of sound. Phonons are divided into 6 elements.
What, you decided to explain after all?
Combining phonons with memory particles from the planet's core yields an enormous amount of energy. A device was made to supply fuel to the world by passing those particles through the phone belt. That's what's known as the planet storm.
Sounds complicated. So...
The planet storm caused a mutation in the 6 phonon elements and the memory particles. And that was the birth of the 7th phonon. Those who use it to perform phonic arts are called seventh phonists.
I don't know what to make out of that story, but I'm no phonist.
But you caused a hyperresonance with me. You're capable of using the 7th phonon. That's something you're born with.
Now that you mention it, Jade can't use the 7th phonon.
Right. There are very few 7th phonists. Scorers, those who read the score, and healers are both 7th phonists.
So basically it means special phonists who use a special phonon.
I'm sorry.
Huh? What's with you all of a sudden?
I don't think I've been taking your memory loss very seriously. I've been unkind to you this whole time. I'm ashamed of myself.
It's okay. It's not really a...
I'm really sorry.
Ow! Ow! My body's moving on its own. Why am I moving?
I have reached you.
Who the hell are you?
Show me your power. The same power as mine.
Are you the one controlling me? What the hell are you? I knew I wasn't just hearing things. What's going on? No, stop!
Luke, calm down. Calm down. Take a deep breath. That's it. Now focus your mind on the tips of your fingers. Luke, listen to my voice. Now relax, just like that. Are you all right, Luke?
What happened to me?
I would presume a hyperresonance occurred.
A hyperresonance? You mean that thing that blew us to Tataru Valley?
Yes, that was also the power of hyperresonance, though in an incomplete form.
Master? What's happening to me?
Haven't you ever wondered about your kidnapping? And the way you've been forbidden to leave the mansion?
Well, that's because, my father's worried about me.
No. It's to keep you, the only person in the world who can cause a hyperresonance on his own, on a short leash here in Kimlaska.
Wait, Master, hold on. I don't understand what you're saying. Just what is hyperresonance anyway?
A hyperresonance is a power that occurs when two seventh phonons interact. It can destroy and reform any matter. Normally, it occurs only under special conditions, with two seventh phonists present.
But I can cause it by myself? Like what just happened?
Yes. With training, you could control it at will. It would be useful in war. Your father and the king both know that. That's why Malkuth wanted you.
Are you saying I've been held captive in my own home as a weapon? Wait, do they plan to keep me this way my whole life?
Well, your engagement to Princess Natalia means your holding cell will likely change to the castle.
I refuse to accept that. Yeah, it can be annoying outside, but staying trapped in my home just to be used in some war?
Calm down, Luke. First, we avert the war. Then we let everyone know of that success. If we do that, it will establish your status as a hero who preserved the peace. At the very least, you should be set free from your unfair imprisonment.
You think so? You really think so, Master?
Don't worry. Have confidence in yourself. You've been chosen. The power of hyperresonance will make you a hero.
A hero? Me, a hero?
Looks like we've arrived. Here, we'll change ships for one headed to Batical. Cheer up, Luke. A sullen face isn't becoming of a future hero.
Right.
I'll bid you farewell here. I have to turn Arietta over to the Inspector and Doth.
What? I want you to come with us.
I'll head for Batical later. Don't be selfish, Luke.
But...
The ship leaves port from the Kimlaskan side. Inquire at the Kimlaskan consulate. I'll see you again in Batical. Tyr, please look after Luke for me.
Oh, right.
Shut up, thing.
But he's so cute.
Oh my, what's a fine gentleman like you doing in a place like this?
Huh? What do you want?
Come on, you have such a pretty face. Don't ruin it by frowning like that.
Oh no! Some old lady is after my Luke!
Oh, my, pardon me, little girl. I didn't mean to interfere. I'll be on my way.
Stop. Return what you stole.
Huh? Hey, my wallet's gone.
So you're not all chumps, huh? York, take care of this. Urushi, we're out of here.
Don't move. If you return what you stole, I'll release you unharmed.
You've got some guts making enemies of the Darkwings. You haven't heard the last of us.
They're the Darkwings? If I'd known that, I'd have cut them to pieces.
Yes, after all, you did a great job of protecting your wallet. By the way, Colonel, why did you just stand by and watch as she did that?
Oh no, you got me. It looked like it would be so amusing.
What the? You jerk!
Oh my, Phone Master Ion. If only you'd let me know you were coming, I'd have prepared a grand welcome for you.
It's fine. We're trying to keep a low profile.
A mansion of this size probably has a phone disk analyzer or two.
I see you have an eye for luxury. Yes, my home does in fact have an analyzer.
Great. Phone Master, would you be so kind as to request that they analyze that phone disk?
Would you do that for us?
Name it. The Chesedonia Merchants Guild is always at your service, Phone Master.
We want to read the data from this phone disk.
Leave it to me. You there. Analyze that phone disk and deliver the results to him.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Ion, you know this guy?
It's thanks to the Phone Master that we were able to establish this place of exchange on the border.
The Merchants Guild contributes large amounts of money to Doth. In return, the Order enforces the recognition of Chesedonia as an autonomous state.
You must be really rich, Aster. I can't handle it. Wow! I wish I lived in a place like this.
Here are the results of the analysis, sir.
Thanks.
That's a lot.
I guess we'll read them on the ship.
Then let's be going. Thank you for your assistance.
Anytime you need something, please, don't hesitate to let me know.
Ah, here you are. The ship is ready. Please, come to the Kamlaska side port.
Look out!
Hand those over.
We shouldn't cause a scene here. To the ship.
Damn it. They just don't give up.
You're not getting away!
Master Luke, departure preparations are complete.
Get this ship moving. Now.
Excuse me?
We're being chased. Hurry.
Oh! They got away!
Looks like you blew this one, Sink.
Oh, it's you.
Leave the rest to me. With my ultra, super, hyper, high-grade phonic technology, I'll flay that conniving, long-haired, four-eyed... Stop! Stop! Come back! I'm not done talking!
I marked the one named Guy with a curse slot. I can make him my puppet at any time. As for you, make sure you properly dispose of those documents from the Thaumacrine project.
Oh, who do you think you are? Just you wait. I'm putting this down in my revenge journal.
If we made it this far, we should be in the clear.
Damn! I lost part of the documents when Sync attacked.
Let me see them. Looks like Isophone Research. 3.141-592-653-589-793-23846. This is Lorelei's phonon frequency.
Lorelei? Isophones? Phonon frequencies? What the heck are you talking about?
Lorelei is the name for the aggregate sentience of the seventh phonon.
When a certain amount of a particular phonon gathers together, it becomes sentient. Control that, and you can perform high-level phonic arts.
Each one has a name. The first phonon sentience is called Shadow. The sixth is called Rim, and so on.
Lorelei still hasn't been observed. Its existence is hypothetical.
Huh. How come all of you know this stuff?
Well, it's actually common knowledge.
It's okay, Luke. You can't help it. Just keep learning from here on and you'll be fine.
Is it just me? Or are you being a lot nicer to Luke all of a sudden?
I don't know what you mean. Oh, also, all matter emits a phonon frequency. They're like fingerprints. No two frequencies are the same.
Way to change the subject. Very smooth.
Be quiet, guy. Isophones are two entities that have the exact same phonon frequency. Of course, they don't exist unless artificially created.
Of course, if isophones were common, we'd have our hands full with hyperresonances all over the place. Isophone research holds potential for weapons development, so the military has their eye on it.
That Pharmacry technology they worked on a long time ago can make isophones, right?
Yeah, Pharmacry is like a copy machine, right?
No, replicas created through Pharmacry are mere imitations. A replica may look identical, but its phonon frequency is different. One can't produce isophones that way.
What the hell are you all talking about? Enough of this complicated stuff. Jade can read those documents on his...
Emergency! A large number of monsters and an unidentified phone tech signature approaching from Chesidonia.
Oh no, they're here.
I'll destroy you! Here! I can't win! No way! No! Take that! You can't do this! Take this!
I'm not good at holding back. Can we assume their goal is to stop Ion and the letter from reaching Kimlaska?
You don't suppose they try to just sink the whole ship, do you?
Master, what do we do? I can't swim!
Shut up and drown.
But if they intended to sink us, they wouldn't come storming aboard.
Then they're trying to take it over.
So then, I guess we have to secure the bridge before they do, huh?
Exactly.
Why do those Oracle guys want to start a war so badly? What a pain.
There's no time for complaints. Let's go.
Prepare yourself.
Here!
Let's try a new art.
Oh, man,
See ya!
Don't go overboard.
I can't.
See ya. Don't go overboard.
See ya. I'll do whatever it takes. Where the heck is their leader? Let's hurry up and finish this.
Listen, you ignorant savages, and you shall hear my beautiful name. I am the most graceful member of the 6 God Generals, the one and only Dist the...
Why, if it isn't Dist the Runny.
The Rose! R-O-S-E, Rose! Dist the Rose!
You mean Dist the Reaper.
Silence! I refuse to accept that name. It's Rose. Rose!
What, you know him?
I'm in the Oracle Knights too, so... But why do you know him, Colonel?
I, the genius Dist, once counted that duplicitous snake Jade amongst my friends.
Which Jade is that? I don't know any Jades with such poor taste in friends.
What did you say?
Careful now. You know how your nose runs when you get mad.
No, it doesn't!
This is stupid.
They're off in their own little world.
Enough of this. Now, hand over the phone disk data.
You mean this?
How careless, Jade.
You can have them. I've already memorized their contents.
Gah, I'm being mocked by savages. When you taste the pain of my super, ultra gorgeous arts, you'll regret what you've done.
I'll destroy you! Here! Quick strike! No one! I can't win! Flash! Take this! That's your weakness! No one! Can't win! Thankfully, have
That was acceptable.
Hey, look.
It'll take more than that to kill him. He has the tenacity of a cockroach. Right now, I'm off to check the bridge.
I'll go with you. Ladies, please protect Luke and Ion.
Don't tell me you're afraid of us, Guy.
No, of course not.
What should we do?
Let's check to see if anyone's injured.
Yes, you're right. It's not easy being a messenger of peace.
You got that right.
It is an honor. I am Goldberg, commander of the 1st Division Kimlaska Lanvaldia Royal Forces. Congratulations on your safe return.
Yeah.
A carrier pigeon arrived with a message from Count Almondine. He said you were traveling with an emissary of peace from the Malkuth Empire.
I'm Ion, phone master of the Order of Lorelei. I bear a letter from His Imperial Majesty Emperor Peony IX of the Malkuth Empire. May I ask an audience with His Majesty King Ingibert VI?
Of course. General Cecile here will be responsible for escorting you to the castle.
Brigadier General Cecile, at your service. Is something wrong?
No. Excuse me. I'm Guy, a servant of Luke's.
Locrian Sergeant Tyr Grant's 1st Platoon Oracle Knights Intelligence Division.
Ionian Sergeant Anis Tatlin, Oracle Knights Phone Master Guard.
Colonel Jade Curtis, commander of the 3rd Division, Malkuth Imperial Forces. I represent His Imperial Majesty.
You're the Jade Curtis?
You taught me a painful lesson in our battle in northern Macedonia, General Cecile.
You must be joking. My forces were virtually wiped out.
You're well known as the Emperor's personal confidant, Colonel. If you're here, Malkuth must indeed be serious.
Tensions along the border are greater now than at the start of the Hot War. We have no choice but to be serious.
Correct. Well then, Luke, my Battical Defense Unit will escort you back to your home.
Hold on. Ion asked me to speak to Uncle on his behalf. I'm taking him to the castle.
Thank you, Luke. I appreciate the support.
I'm impressed, Luke. You truly understand your responsibility.
Oh, yeah?
Understood. In that case, I shall send General Cecile to inform His Grace, Duke Fabre. If you would, General Cecile.
Yes, sir.
All right, now I'll get my chance to be a hero.
All right then, Luke. If you'd show us the way?
Right, let's go. So, this is Batical?
What? You're acting like you've never seen it before.
I can't help it, I don't remember.
Oh, that's right. You've never been outside since you lost your memory.
Wow! What a city! It goes straight up! You could fit 2 or 3 Chiga Woods in here! Maybe more!
This city was built on a depression in the ground, created when a phone stone fell from the sky.
Meaning that it's protected by natural walls. That's a logical design.
Damn it. It doesn't feel like I've come home at all.
Grand Maestro Mose is currently in an audience with His Majesty. Please wait.
Mose is the guy trying to start the war, right? Let's get in there before he gives my uncle any weird ideas.
Please, stop!
I'm Luke, son of Duke Fabra. Get in my way and I'll have them fire you.
Luke, are you sure it's okay to force our way in like this?
It'll be fine.
The Malkuth Empire is strengthening the defenses in their capital, Grand Kogba. With Engave as their supply base, even St. Bina has been...
How dare you? Who gave you permission to enter the hall?
Shut up! Out of my way!
Is that you, Luke? Suzanne's son?
That's right, Uncle.
Ah, I heard what happened. I'm glad to see you back safely from Malkuth. Then the people beside you must be...
Phone Master Ion of the Order of Lorelei, and Jade from the Malkuth military.
It is an honor to see you again, Your Majesty. I am Ion.
Phone Master, we've been looking for you.
Mose, let us speak later. Your Majesty, this is Colonel Jade Curtis. He represents His Imperial Majesty Peony the Ninth.
I am honored to be in your presence. I bear an imperial letter from my lord for His Glorious Majesty King Ingobert VI.
Uncle, what Mose is saying is nonsense. I went and saw Malkuth with my own eyes. We didn't get close to the capital, but Engave and St. Bina were completely peaceful.
What did you say? I'm merely trying to convey to His Majesty the threat that
Shut up! You're just trying to start a war. I don't even know you, and I'm sick of you already.
Luke, calm down. The letter from Malkuth has made it here. I won't ignore it. You all must be tired from your long journey. Please, get some rest.
We've prepared rooms in the castle for our emissary guests. Please, allow me to escort you.
If I may, I'd love to see Luke's manor.
Very well. When your business is finished outside, please return to the castle.
Tyr, you stay here. I must hear your report regarding the matter I assigned you.
Grand Maestro, it is my responsibility to see that Luke makes it safely to his manor. I will return with my report shortly.
Very well. I bid you my leave, Your Majesty.
Luke, Suzanne has fallen ill.
Mother's sick?
I've sent Natalia to her side in my place. Please, look after them for me.
Father, I'm home.
I've heard the report from General Cecile. I'm glad you're safe. Thank you for your help, Guy.
It is my honor, sir.
I see the emissaries are with you. You must be tired. Please, relax and make yourselves comfortable.
Thank you.
By the way, Luke, where is Dorian General Grants?
Master Van? We split up at Cassidonia. He said he'd come by boat later.
Duke Fabra, I'll head to the port.
Yes. I'll leave the matter of Van to you. I'll go to the castle. I hear it was thanks to you that my son was spirited halfway across the world.
I apologize for the trouble I've caused.
You're Van's sister?
Yes.
I've received a report that you intended to assassinate Van. Or were you in fact conspiring with him instead?
Conspiring? I don't understand what you mean.
Well, I'll leave that alone for now. Let's go, General.
His Grace was acting strangely.
I wonder what's up with Master Van.
I think I should be going, too.
As long as you're here, you should probably apologize to the lady as well. She probably fell ill because Luke went missing.
You're right. I'll do that.
Luke!
Ugh.
What kind of attitude is that? Do you realize how worried I was?
Oh, well, you know. Luke's just embarrassed, Your Highness.
Guy, you have some explaining to do too. I told you to come tell me before you went searching for Luke. Why did you leave without speaking to me?
You know a servant like me can't get into the castle?
Why are you backing away?
You know why!
Once I marry Luke, you'll be my servant too. Get used to it.
I can't!
You're so strange. Look how pathetic you are. I don't know what the maids see in you. I'm sorry to hear about Van.
What's going on with Master Van?
Oh, my father didn't tell you? They suspect Van of being behind your disappearance.
So that's why he asked if I was conspiring with Van.
Oh? Who's this? Luke! Don't tell me you've taken advantage of one of your servant girls.
What? There's no way I'd touch a chick as cold as that. Besides, she's not a servant. She's Master Van's sister.
Oh, you're the one who caused this commotion in the first place. Tyr, was it?
Enough about that. Tell me what's gonna happen to Master Van.
Van will likely be arrested as soon as he arrives in Batical. Worst case, I presume he'd be executed.
Oh no! Ion! The Commandant's in danger!
Yes, we must issue a protest from Doth at once.
Natalia, Master Van wasn't involved. Please, talk to Uncle about it. You've got to save him.
All right. I can't turn down a request from you, Luke. In exchange, please hurry and remember that promise you made.
I told you, I don't remember proposing to you when I was a little kid.
Yes, your memory loss. But how romantic would it be if the first thing you remember was your proposal to me?
Hurry up and go talk to Uncle about Master Van.
Honestly, you can be so mean. Fine.
Oh, Luke, is it really you? I was so worried about you. I was certain you'd been kidnapped again.
I'm fine. Here I am, home again.
Madam, I beg your forgiveness. I'm the one who involved your son. I tried to strike down my brother without thought to where I was.
So, you are Van's sister, Tyr?
Yes.
I see. You say that what happened this time was not the work of villains pursuing my son?
By Lorelei and Yulia, I swear it was not.
Thank you. And Tyr, I don't know what's happened between you and Van. But please, never again think of striking down your own brother. Family fighting family is entirely too sad.
I am grateful for your kind words.
Luke, you've come back to me. I'm fine now. Go let everyone see that you've returned.
Oh, right.
Well, I guess I'll be going then. The White Knights are having a fit that your search was left in the hands of a mere servant like me. Time to go kiss up while I give my report.
It's time for us to go as well.
Luke, please don't forget about me.
It was a fascinating experience. Thank you.
See ya.
I need to report to Grand Maestro Mose, so I'll be leaving now too.
Oh, okay.
You have a kind mother. Make sure you take good care of her.
Like you're in a position to be telling me that.
I suppose you're right. Farewell.
Hey, wait.
Yes?
Don't worry about it too much. Mother fell ill because she was frail to begin with.
Thanks.
Good morning, Master Luke. Another beautiful day today, isn't it? According to the Order of Lorelai's score, though, there may be some slight rain later. A messenger arrived from Princess Natalia, requesting your presence in the castle.
It's okay for me to leave the manor now?
Yes, apparently so.
Master...
What? And...
So, did
How should...
but
I have...
all
What, you...
combine that's what's known as the planet's
Sound...
the and the, but you're
Now that...
right.
So...
I'm
Huh?
I don't I'm
My... What? Are you the... What?
Luke, calm that. Luke. Are you all right?
What?
I would...
I...
Yeah.
Matt...
Haven't...
Well, that's...
No.
Wait.
No.
But I...
Yeah, you're...
Are you... Wait.
What?
Yeah.
Calm. If... At the...
You think...
Don't... Look. Looks like we've... Cheer.
Right.
I'll bid you farewell.
What?
I'll... The
oh.
Shut...
Oh. Come.
Oh. Oh.
Huh?
Yeah.
If...
There...
Oh no.
What?
No,
It's
great.
We want...
Leave it. Analog.
Yes.
Thank you.
Here are the...
That's...
Then let... Any...
Ah.
Look out!
We shouldn't call...
Damn.
You're not
Master, get... We're being...
I'm as...
If we made it...
Let me... Look...
when it can.
Each one...
Laura... Huh.
Is it?
Oh.
What?
Of course... Isophone...
That.
Yeah.
No.
Oh no.
Prepare yourself. Here. Say...
Yes, you're done.
Take this. I'll do whatever it takes.
Can we assume...
You...
But if...
Then.
Why do the...
There...
feel nothing for my enemy.
Shall we?
I'll do whatever it takes.
This looks like fun.
I won't allow tricksing.
Shall we be on our way?
Let's go!
The spirits of the earth.
I'll do whatever it takes. What? This is...
There. Enough. You mean... You... Wait.
You're dead! Here! Ha! Sit! Crescent strike!
A violent torrent.
Splash! Void tempest! That's your No way!
A violent torrent.
Shatter! Fusion blast!
A violent torrent.
Splash! Bring blast! Bring it on!
First aid!
A violent torrent.
Splash! Can't grip! Shatter! Fusion blast! Found your weakness!
A violent torrent.
Crescent strike!
Oh, healing power! First aid!
No way!
A violent torrent.
Splash! Shatter! Fusion strike! Found your weakness! Shatter! Fusion blast! Fangblade help! Fangblade help! I just keep getting better. Hey, look.
It'll take... Right.
I'll go...
What?
Yeah, it's...
Yeah. A care... He...
I'm... I... May...
Of...
Break...
It's... look...
I...
Colonel...
You...
Yo... If...
Ten...
Cor...
Hold... Ion...
Thank...
Under... If...
Yes.
Right.
What? Oh. This...
Me...
Grand...
I'm...
Luke,
With
Help!
Is that...
That's...
Ah, the...
you're...
I...
Uncle, we...
You... We...
Very...
very... I...
Luke. I...
It...
I...
Thank...
Matt Duke...
Yeah. I hear it.
I...
You... I... Or...
Can...
Well...
His great...
I...
As...
You're...
Once I get...
Not...
You're... I'm sorry.
What?
Oh, they...
So...
Oh.
What was... Enough!
Van...
Yeah.
Nat-
Oh, in it... Yeah.
Hurry!
On it.
Oh, Luke.
I'm fine.
Matt, I... By Luke...
But...
I am...
Luke...
Oh.
Princess Natalia's beautiful. That cute dress looks so nice on her.
Huh? She's not pretty. She's annoying. She whines about everything.
And besides, you're beautiful too, Tyr.
Thank you. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking.
No, it's all right. I'm sorry.
See, Guy, that's why girls fall all over you. The way you just come out and say stuff like that.
But all I did was say what came to mind. What? The time?
It's...
It was...
See?
I need...
Oh.
You
like... Hey. Don't...
Thank...
Good morning. A met...
It's okay.
Yeah.
Then the 7th phone stone is in Exariuth?
Yes, it's likely that Luke will also wind up going there, and...
What about me?
Oh, greetings, Luke. We've been waiting for you. Colonel Curtis is already waiting inside.
Jade's here?
Let's go.
Ah, we've been waiting for you, Luke.
An emergency assembly was called last night. We agreed to formalize a treaty with Malkuth.
The letter from Malkuth contained the proposal for the peace treaty, but also a request for aid.
There is a mining city in Malkuth called Exariuth. It is facing a crisis due to the miasma, the poison blight that seeps up from Gnome's domain.
Malkuth can't rescue its own citizens because the miasma is blocking their road to Exariuth.
But Exariuth was originally our territory. So naturally, there's also a connecting road from the Kaitsuur side. With that in mind, they requested our aid to protect their citizens.
Yeah, helping their people would be a nice gesture, but what's that got to do with me?
His Majesty has graciously assigned you the honor of becoming Kimlaska Lanvaldir's Goodwill Ambassador.
Me? No. I've had enough fighting already.
Natalia talked to me about Van. We too are uncertain regarding Van's guilt. Thus, we have a proposal. If you will travel to Exariuth as a Goodwill Ambassador, we will release Van and have him aid you.
Master Van's been arrested?
He's being held beneath the castle.
All right, if you'll set Master Van free.
You become a lot more cooperative when Van is involved.
Shut up.
I'm glad you've agreed to help. There's actually a reason why you must be the one to fulfill this role.
What?
Look at this phone stone. This is part of Yulia Jue's 6th phone stone, which fell into our nation's territory.
Tyr, read the score that is written on the lower portion of this phone stone.
Yes, Your Majesty. ND 2000. In Kimlaska shall be born the scion of Lorelai's power. He will be of royal blood with hair of red. He shall be called the Light of the Sacred Flame, and he will lead Kimlaska Lanvaldir to new prosperity. ND 2018. The young scion of Lorelai's power shall bring his people to the minor city. There, and the rest is missing.
That's sufficient. In other words, Luke, you are the chosen youth.
Don't worry. Have confidence in yourself. You've been chosen. The power of hyperresonance will make you a hero.
A hero? Me, a hero?
It pained us to confine you, but people sought you for your power. Now, though, it is time you became a hero.
It's just like Master Van said.
A hero.
What is it, Colonel?
Nothing. Well, who shall accompany him besides me?
The Order of Lorelei wishes to send along Tyr and Van.
Luke, who would you like to take with you? You should take Guy with you as your personal attendant.
I don't care, as long as Master Van's going.
Father, I really think that I should go along as an ambassador as well.
I told you last night, that will not do.
Uncle, may I go see Master Van?
Do as you wish. I'll have the others who are to accompany you wait in front of the castle.
Master!
I've provided him a summary of what's happened.
There's no one here now but us, so I want you to stay calm and listen to what I say.
Huh?
Luke, will you join me as a member of the Oracle Knights?
What are you talking about?
You probably assumed this trip to Axariuth was a simple matter. But in fulfilling that role, you will become Kimlaska's pet dog. Trapped on a leash in Batical for the rest of your life.
Why? You're the one who told me I'd be free if I became a hero.
But going to Axariuth won't do. You heard Yulia Juez's score, did you not?
Yeah, it said I'd bring prosperity to Kimlaska and stuff.
The score continues. The youth will turn power to calamity and be as a weapon of Kimlaska. Those in the upper ranks of the Order believe you will bring war to the Rugnica Plains.
Me bring war? That's ridiculous.
Yulia's score has never been wrong, not once. I want to save you before you're used for war.
But what should I do? If I don't go to Axariuth, those people will be in trouble.
This is what the score says. You will take the people of Axariuth and move them away. As a result, war will break out. So what you must do is remove the miasma without moving the citizens of Axariuth.
The miasma is that poison stuff, right? How can I do that?
Cause a hyperresonance and neutralize the miasma. After that, you can run away with me to Doth. With that, war will be averted and you'll obtain your freedom.
I wonder if I can. I don't know if I can cause a hyperresonance on my own.
I'll help you, like I did on board the ship when I calmed your hyperresonance.
Okay, I'll try.
You mustn't tell anyone of this plan until right before we put it into action. Especially anyone from Kimlaska. If they were to learn, you'd lose your chance to escape to Doth.
Master, how come you're so nice to me?
Ah, that's right. That was lost with the rest of your memory.
Did I say something before?
When you were young, you told me you wanted to go to Doth with me. You underwent cruel experiments for the purpose of hyperresonance research, and you wanted to run away from this country. That's why, on that day 7 years ago, I kidnapped you.
You kidnapped me? Not Malkuth?
This time, I won't fail. I need you.
That's the first time anyone's ever told me they needed me. You're the only one who's ever praised me and scolded me and taken me seriously. Master, I'll join you.
Good. Then let's be going. To seize your future.
Yeah!
Van.
I've been informed of the situation. When do we leave?
Jade says he has a proposal about that.
I'm a little uncomfortable telling Dorian General Grants about it, but oh well. Oracle ships are watching the Central Ocean. It's likely an attempt by the Grand Maestro faction to interfere.
Colonel.
It's a fact. Well, we don't know that it's the Grand Maestro faction. At any rate, going by sea would be dangerous.
Then what do we do?
Let's send a ship out as a decoy while we head to Kessadonia by land. The Rotelro Sea past Kessadonia is under Malkuth's control. It won't be difficult to head for Kaitsur by ship.
I see. Then let's do this. I'll board the decoy ship.
What?
It's been announced that I'll be part of the aid team, yes? The Oracle Knights are more likely to consider the ship to contain the true group if I am on board.
That's fine with me. We have no choice but to trust you, regardless of what we do.
But...
Luke, don't you trust me?
All right.
Then I'll head for the port now. Tyr, you look after Luke.
A smaller group will attract less attention. Let's not add any more people than we have now. I'll go make the necessary arrangements. Please wait for me at the entrance to the city.
So that leaves the cold-blooded woman and the woman-hater.
Hey, don't give people the wrong idea. I love women.
I'm not sure shouting declarations that you're a womanizer is much better.
That's not what I mean. What I mean is...
Let's get going.
Hey, listen to me.
You're always together with Tyr, aren't you? It's not fair.
Oh, I'm sorry, but don't worry, Annis. I'm not with him because I want to be.
Ouch.
Annis, shouldn't you be with Ion?
Colonel! When I woke up this morning, his bed was empty. People said they had seen someone that looked like Ion leave the city with some circus performers.
Circus performers? Don't tell me.
Well, this is a fine mess. Must be the Darkwings.
What? Hey, now that you mention it, they had been talking with Oracle soldiers. They must be working together.
Let's go get them.
You can't! The God General Sink is right outside the city.
This is bad. If the 6 God Generals are outside, they'll find out that we're going by land.
Huh? You're not going to Exeriuth by ship?
No, that's a decoy. Damn it, we've got to find a way out.
Then take me with you on your way. If I can get outside the city, I can look for Ion.
What do you think, Jade?
I suppose we can't refuse her. It sounds like Mose isn't involved in Ion's kidnapping this time.
That's right. Mose was mad.
Then Grand Maestro Mose and the 6 God Generals really aren't connected.
Though whether Mose is trying to cause a war or not is a separate issue.
What do the 6 God Generals want with Ion? He said they took him to that place called the Sephiroth, right?
We don't have enough information to guess. Right now, we should concentrate on getting out of this city.
Wait, I know a way. Let's go to the abandoned factory in the old part of the city. We can get there by air car.
The abandoned factory? Okay.
Oh, wait. Hey guys, can I do something?
What is it?
There's this place I've wanted to show Luke. Now that we have a chance, I'd like to take him.
Me? Is it someplace fun?
But Ion's in danger!
I know, but remember that Luke has been stuck in his home for years. It'll also come in handy on our journey. Please?
Well, make it quick, okay?
Thanks, Annis, and everyone.
Welcome.
This is the place.
What is this place?
It's a civilian dojo. You like swords, right? You can practice a bunch of stuff here.
Really?
This is a place to practice martial... what's this? You already possess some skill.
You can tell?
Well, you know, by the particular air he has about him. But I see he still has far to go.
What did you say?
Now, a short temper will only do you harm. You are not weak. You merely lack creativity.
Creativity?
Yes, strike arts can have a variety of effects, based on how you use them. Depending on how you polish your skills, you can form countless different arts.
So what exactly do I need to do?
That's what I'm about to tell you. There you have it.
I see. I'd heard many rumors about Kimlaskan martial arts, but this is fascinating.
Datakul has a rich tradition of martial arts. You will only find this art here.
But we're not from this country.
Don't worry about that. Arts that aren't passed on will never be refined. They should be conveyed to all who need them. It is then up to those who learn them to take full advantage of them.
I see.
We'd best be going now.
If there's anything you would like to know about fighting, do not hesitate to ask. This door is open to all. I'm here to tell all I know to those who desire to learn.
That's strange. There's usually a soldier here.
A soldier? Why?
This place is off limits.
If you're looking for that soldier, he just left saying he'd been called off to the castle. Are you people going to the old factory too? I just saw another young lady get on the air car a moment ago. I wonder why that place is so popular all of a sudden.
So someone else is headed there too?
Does it matter? Let's just get on this thing and go.
So you know Batical was built in the crater made by a fallen phone stone, right? If we go in through here, we should be able to make it out through the crater wall.
Yes, of course. If this was a factory, then...
There would have to be facilities to dispose of wastewater.
Exactly. The sewage facility here doesn't work anymore, but we should be able to go through it.
My, you certainly do know a lot about it, Guy. I found you.
What are you doing here? And why are you dressed like that?
Why do you think? Two bitter enemies are finally about to make peace. This is no time for a princess to be sitting at home.
Are you stupid? The world outside is no place for a spoiled little girl. You may wind up having to fight people, you know, not...
3 years ago, at the battle in northern Macedonia, I paid a visit to encourage the troops. I'm prepared for battle.
Raising morale and actually fighting are two different things. You're probably better off staying behind.
With all due respect, I'm afraid I have to agree.
Your Highness, I think it would be best if you return to the castle.
Silence! I am a master of Landvaldir-style archery. I'm also a studied healer. I'll certainly be more useful than this empty-headed Oracle Knight, or that uncivil one.
Anybody else think I should rip Daddy's little girl a new hole?
How vulgar! You demonstrate your lack of refinement.
This is some princess.
Well now, this is getting fun.
This is why women scare me.
Look, whatever, just don't follow us.
I'll tell them about you-know-what.
What are you talking about?
I overheard you talking to Dorian General Grants beneath the castle.
How much did you hear?
That he's the one who kidnapped you, and that you're going to flee to Doth?
What about before that?
I didn't hear anything else. I didn't go there to eavesdrop. I just thought I'd ask you to take me along.
If I do, will you keep quiet about it?
As long as you'll remember your promise to me even after you escape to Doth.
Okay, pinky swear.
Pinky swearing? I thought you hated that.
Huh?
Never mind.
I've decided Natalia should come with us.
I'm sure we'll get along just fine.
Luke, I can't believe you.
Shut up! I'm the ambassador. What I say goes, understand?
Oh, and everyone, please just speak normally with me and call me Natalia. Otherwise, people may find out that I'm the princess.